Hello, and welcome back to What's the Word Windsor. I'm your host, Communications Coordinator Maddie Strassheim. This month, we're celebrating Park and Recreation Month, and to celebrate, we're interviewing some of the MVPs of the Parks and Rec team, and we're going to go over the Park and Recreation Month theme of this year is the power of. Let's head on to the interviews. Hello everyone, we're continuing our little series for Park and Recreation Month. Today we're here with Anna, our community event coordinator at Pooches in the Park. Hi Anna, how are you?
I'm fantastic. There's going to be dogs here. Can't go wrong.
No, we always love to see dogs at the town of Windsor. I think a lot of people love their dogs here.
People love their dogs in Windsor, which is great. That's why we create a whole event around it.
It's a way for them to connect, would you say?
I would say so. I think that's the point, is get some connection between the community members, and dogs can also communicate with their other little friends and be friends.
Well, that's exactly what we're going to talk about, is the power of connection. Can you go into a little bit about what you think the power of connection means for the events team?
Yeah, absolutely. Connection's a huge deal with events. That's kind of really why we do events, is for the connection level. And that's the most fun about it, is creating spaces where anybody and everybody can come together and truly enjoy something together, whether that's through a concert, if that's through like a mingling space, through anything. And that's the best part about events, is creating that space for connection for folks.
And fun for our community.
Exactly. It's all about the fun and the connection. And if it's not memorable, it's not fun to do the event. So it's fun for us, for the staff to put it on, for everybody to be able to see that connection happening is fantastic. The best part really about events is when people can come in and they maybe experience new things, like they went to their first concert, or they saw their first artist, or like they made a memory to make that connection between each other and their friends and family. That's really what it's about.
That's so cool. And the events team, you guys have a few people, right? So what exactly does the events team do for the town of Windsor?
That's an amazing question. So we put on other amazing events such as this. So like your farmers market, the summer concert series, the cruise and car show during Labor Day weekend, Windsor Wonderland. We do lots of fun events for the town. So we're here to be able to put on big, successful events to create that connection for folks. We also help manage our external groups that come in and rent spaces to put on events as well. So then they have great spaces within town to be able to do that.
Awesome. And do you personally have a favorite event at the town?
Ooh, that's a hard question. It's going to be a mix between the cruise and car show, because I love cars, or the Halloween carnival, because it's my favorite holiday. So I'm a little bit particular, but it's my favorite.
It's also my favorite. That's my favorite time of year in Windsor, because all the trees are changing.
Yes.
Everybody has their dogs out, obviously. A little bit cooler, and Halloween costumes, of course.
Exactly. You can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong. So how did you get started with events?
So I've been doing events for about 8 years now. I originally worked in radio, which I absolutely loved, and I fell into events through the radio space because that was my first job. I went out to many events like this, set up a tent, and I loved events. The same reason I love radio is because you get to make connections and create things for people without being like the face of it. Like, most people don't know I'm in charge of the event, which is great, and I don't care because they're here to create experiences, and I get to see that and be a part of it. It's amazing to be able to be in that background, to provide something for people. That's the best part. So that's how I kind of got started, through radio, and over time I've done more and more events, and I'm just going to keep doing it because it's my favorite.
Awesome. Well, do you have anything you want to add to say about events or the event team through the town of Windsor?
Make sure to join the events here in the town of Windsor. We're doing lots of great things. We also love feedback, so if you ever see us on our staff, you can always reach out to us. Let us know what the town wants to see. We want to do more things that the town loves. We would love to do good things for the town, and we do amazing things. So come join us for all of our events. Let us know what you think, and can't wait to do more.
Well, thank you so much, Anna, for doing this interview with us today, and we're so excited to see some dogs.
Me too.
Thank you. Hi, Tiki. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. We're with Tiki, the recreation supervisor over athletics, and today we're just going to talk about the new theme for Parks and Recreation Month is the power of, and we thought it would be best to talk about the power of play with you. So can you kind of describe what you think like the power of play is and like what that means to you?
Yeah, what we try to, I guess, help all of our participants understand is the ability with sports, you get to work on teamwork, challenge yourself, perseverancing through setbacks that you have and having fun, all while doing that in all the different sports that we offer.
That's so fun. Speaking of, we're here on the Chimney Park ball fields doing a little game of catch, so I'm going to throw it over to Tiki. So what exactly does the recreation supervisor over athletics do? Like, what does your day-to-day look like?
Yeah, so I have 2 full-time rec coordinators underneath of me who oversee all of our youth and adult athletic sports offerings that we have, and then also 2 part-time people who help within the day-to-day operations of those. So just making sure my staff is on task and getting all of our programs out in a timely manner.
That's so fun. And what does what does the athletics program look like for the town of Windsor? Like, what do you guys offer for residents?
Yeah, we have pretty much any youth sport you can think of. That's the generalized youth sports at each of your different towns. We have soccer, flag football, baseball, softball, volleyball, and then track and tennis as well. And then for our adult stuff, we do offer adult softball, men's basketball, a kickball league, and then also an indoor volleyball league as well.
That's fun. So lots of different options for residents to get involved with athletics through the town.
Right, yeah, no.
Oh.
We hope to see more and more. Continue to have people come out and enjoy themselves and enjoy the new facility that we have out here.
That's so fun. And so with the power of play and the theme for Parks and Recreation Month, why do you think it's important that people and residents, children and adults alike, should get involved with recreation through the town?
Oh, I think big things, it just keeps people active, obviously in shape, not sitting at home, sitting in front of a TV, getting out and enjoying outdoors and keeping physically fit and things like that are a good way to keep your mental side of things too going well for yourself. So I think sports helps with just that as a whole.
That's so fun. Do you have any fun memories from any athletics stuff that you've been a part of?
Yeah, so I actually grew up in the town of Windsor here and actually played in the Windsor athletic department when Bobby was in charge of it, and just every single year we had baseball, I'd look forward to the ability, we don't do it anymore, but we used to get each of the MLB teams for our jerseys, so it's an interesting, exciting way to find out who or what team we were that year. It was always a fond memory. Anything from the Rockies to the Diamondbacks, anything like that, so that was a cool experience. Now we just have our standardized youth jerseys, but outside of that too, basketball, soccer, everything, and then also into high school now that I coach high school soccer too. Just all sorts of memories.
That's so fun. And then why did you decide to get involved with athletics? Like, what did that path look like for you?
Oh, yeah, that's a great question. So I've actually worked for the town my entire working life, actually. So since I was 14, I played in the rec department sports up until that point and then aged out of it. Still continued to do competitive stuff, but then started umpiring baseball for the town of Windsor, and then that just kind of got me into the athletic side of things. So I umpired, and then I did some field maintenance work that we had and still have, and then worked my way into a coordinator position and now the supervisor over the whole department. So
that's fun. And then do you have any recommendations for people during Parks and Rec Month about what new things they should try to celebrate the month?
Yeah, I would just say try something that you haven't tried before, I guess. So go out if you haven't, not even just athletic wise. I mean, if you're going, or the offerings that we have, go out, try hiking if you haven't hiked before, or go kayaking. I know that's a fun thing to do, physical thing to do, but it is something exciting in my opinion. I enjoy it. So just encourage you to try something new. That would be what I'd say.
That's so fun. And then do you have anything else you want to add or tell the people about athletics?
I guess I'd say I just hope that you guys continue to come support and how hopefully we can support you and your kiddos in all of our different programs, and hope that we continue to have them grow with you guys in it.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Tiki, for participating in our little game of catch. I know I'm trying something new. I told Tiki that I'm not very good at this sort of thing, so.
No, she's doing great.
Well, thanks, Tiki.
Thank you.
All right, we're continuing our little podcast series for Park and Recreation Month, and as we've been covering the power of, I'm here with Julia, the supervisor of aquatics and fitness, and we're going to be talking a little bit about the power of community with aquatics. So it's so nice to be here with you today.
Thanks for floating in.
I know, it's so fun. I mean, what a great job to just be able to float in the pool.
It truly is a blessing. Like, I am really spoiled that I get to come out here every day and just enjoy outside and just see so many members of our community and get to know them, and they get to kind of know us too.
Yeah, well, speaking of community, the power of community, what does that kind of mean to you in the sense of aquatics?
Yeah, so the power of community for me in aquatics can mean many things. The first thing that I thought of is when I was 4 years old, I went to my community pool with our family. We were brand new into town. We didn't know anybody, and we just started playing with this boy, my sister and I, and the parents started talking to my parents, and long story short, 30 years later, they're still my parents' best friends, right? So there's that aspect of it, but it's also the aspect of keeping our community safe by the programs that we offer, specifically those swimming lessons, right? Swimming is such an important skill. It's a life-saving skill, but it's also a lifelong skill. And that's something that's really important to us here at the town of Windsor, is just making sure that our community is safe. We have these amenities to have fun, but we also have them for the use of learning, right?
Yeah. So what is like your favorite program that aquatics kind of offers? And that could be like in the fall, in the summer.
Yeah, so my favorite program, I was a swim team kid. So obviously I have this deep love for swim team. We have our Kara swim team. We have a summer team, and then we also have a year-round team. Our year-round team, we don't make them practice outside. That would be kind of mean, right? We have them over at the Windsor High School, and they're able to get in there and swim. It's great if you have a kid that's passionate about swimming after their swimming lessons. Also this fall, we're bringing back our pumpkin plunge. So instead of going to the pumpkin patch to get your pumpkin, come to the pool instead. Swim around, find the pumpkin that's right for you.
That's so awesome. And like you said, it's all about safety and keeping our community safe, but also about the fun aspect of things.
Exactly.
Yeah, we want to make sure that everyone's having fun and a good time at the pool like we are right now.
Exactly.
So how did you get kind of started within aquatics? I know you've been in it for kind of a while, and like people like to know like how you got started.
Yeah, so I started 16 years old. I was on the swim team, and it just seemed like the natural thing to do to make some money in the summer was to become a lifeguard. So got certified as a lifeguard, worked at the local college actually, is where I got my start, and then got my water safety instructor certification as well. And then when I graduated high school and got into college, I had enough experience that they made me the supervisor, and I felt so awesome. And I was the supervisor of the college pool for 4 years, and I just had a love for just everything aquatics wise, recreation wise. So I stayed in it, and I was able to just kind of move up and move along, and here I am now at the town of Windsor, and I'm thrilled to be here.
That's so cool. And what would be your advice to like kids or teens who are looking into aquatics as a job path for them?
Yeah, so I think it's one of those things that a lot of people start and think, well, this will just get me through high school and college. And then it's one of those things where they really fall in love with it. So my biggest advice is just try it. Just see if you like it. And it's a great segue into all Parks and Rec too. People are going to look and say, oh, you were a lifeguard, so obviously you're responsible. And you have that Parks and Rec experience, so you can work in athletics, you can work for parks, you can work for trails. It's just a great gateway for you.
That's so cool. Do you have anything else you want to add about aquatics or kind of what you guys do for the pool?
Yeah, so a typical day for us here at Chimney Park Pool will open 6 a.m. We have our lap swimmers come in, very loyal group that comes in to get their laps in. Then we do some swim team, we have our swimming lessons, and then we have open swim. Which is really exciting, and a lot of people come in. We have our rock wall. We're getting a brand new water slide that'll be ready to go next summer. We're super excited for that. It'll actually be 2 slides, so we're ready. During the winter months though, and you might not think about swimming in the winter, but come see us over at the rec center. We have awesome amenities over there, lap swim. We have a 0 entry area, play feature, hot tub, slide, the whole 9 yards.
Awesome. Well, I guess my last question for you, Julia, would be, do you want to play mermaids?
Oh, yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being on the podcast and teaching us a little bit more about aquatics and what you guys do, and to celebrate Park and Recreation Month with us.
Of course. Thank you.
Thank you. As we know, this year's Park and Recreation Month theme is the power of, and I'm here with Rachel, our recreation coordinator, and we're going to talk about the power of well-being, which is one of the sub-themes of the theme of Park and Rec Month this month. And so I was just going to ask you, with the power of well-being, what does well-being mean to you, and how does fitness play a role in it?
So I think that well-being is about feeling your best, physically, mentally, and emotionally. And fitness gives us the strength to move, the confidence to grow, and the resilience to face life's challenges.
That's really cool. And I know that well-being, many people think it's about exercise and like things like that. How does participating in fitness programs and programs like that support someone's overall well-being beyond just physical health?
Cool. Yeah, fitness is obviously about more than just getting a good workout. It's about feeling good. Fitness programs help people reduce stress, boost their confidence, make new friends, and create their healthy habits. Whether you're crushing a goal, trying something new, or just showing up for yourself, every step helps support your overall well-being.
Yeah, we love supporting well-being at the rec center here. What are some ways that the rec center helps people of all ages improve their well-being? What can they do here?
Obviously, beyond all of the variety of programs that we offer, from our group fitness classes, our programming, the rec center gives people a welcoming place to move, meet others, take time for their health. Whether someone's coming to exercise or learn a new skill, or simply be part of our community, we're helping everyone improve their physical, mental, and social well-being every day.
Fun. If you could encourage someone at coming into the rec center looking for well-being and fitness programs to do one thing this Parks and Recreation Month, what would you suggest for them?
I would encourage them to try something new they've never done before.
That's a good plan. I mean, there's lots of things to try.
Absolutely.
So get out there, try it for Park and Recreation Month. Well, thank you so much, Rachel. As we continue to celebrate Park and Recreation Month, we're here with Wade, the Open Space and Trails Manager. How are you doing today, Wade?
I'm great. Thanks for asking. How are you?
I'm doing great. I mean, we're in lovely Eastman Park, right by the river experience, and it's such a good day outside.
Absolutely. It's a beautiful day. It's not too hot, and wonderful time to be out in the park.
Yes. So we're going to talk a little bit about the theme of this month's Park and Recreation Month celebration is the power of, and one of the themes is the power of nature. Could you go into a little bit about what the power of nature means to you and in your position?
Absolutely. Windsor as a whole just has a different perspective of what nature looks like. We're a small community, and we have all of these incredible trails that thread through the community and connect the community to nature. So whether you're at Eastman Park, over at Boardwalk Park around Windsor Lake, our new trail on 15th Street, all of it's connecting through and bringing people closer to and integrating them into nature.
Yeah, this is one of the few municipalities that I've seen, like throughout Colorado, that has such a wonderful park system. What is your favorite park, do you think, in the town of Windsor? Do you have one?
I would actually say Eastman Park is my favorite park. It has literally something for everybody, whether it's soccer, baseball, incredible nature access, frisbee disc, golf course. We have the dog park on the north end, the Poudre River Trail, which is a 44-mile connection all the way to LaPorte in the west end, and Island Grove and Greeley. It's really is kind of the hub of everything that the community has to offer.
That's cool. And why do you think it's so important for a town like Windsor to have parks?
I think it's incredibly important for the community to have access to nature, to green spaces where they can come together and play and celebrate and just be out and just feel connected to the overall system.
That's cool. And how did you get started with open space and trails?
I was born and raised in Windsor, and I remember this area exactly right here. There was about 600 feet of trail. It was the start of the Poudre River Trail, and just my love of being down by the river, being on the trail, I just was constantly kind of drawn towards these opportunities to work with the community and be in nature, and it's just what I've always truly loved.
That's cool. And then do you have any recommendations for our residents to go out and explore and utilize our park system?
Absolutely. It's hard to pick any singular trail because almost every single trail creates a new place you can explore and experience. And so just overall, I would encourage all residents to get on any trail, and whether you walk 50 feet, 100 feet, 5 miles, you'll find some new experience that I'm guessing you may have never expected to find in Windsor.
That's fun. And then do you have anything else you want to add?
We thoroughly love, we build all of these spaces, we create all these spaces for the community. We want the community to enjoy them and enjoy them responsibly. And, we want everybody to enjoy, protect, dispose of your trash appropriately, but have a good time and just immerse yourself in nature and be respectful.
Fun. Well, thank you so much, Wade, for joining us on our little Park and Recreation Celebration Month podcast. I know I love to utilize Eastman Park for the river experience behind us. It is so fun. And yeah, thank you for coming out.
Awesome. Well, thank you, and enjoy our nature.
But we're going to continue our talk about Park and Recreation Month, and we're interviewing Erica, who's the volunteer coordinator, and we're going to talk to her about the power of belonging. So, Erica, how are you this morning?
I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for inviting me out.
Of course. We love to have all sorts of people on the podcast and get to know a little bit more about what they do for the town. So, with the power of belonging, what does that kind of mean to you in the sense of being the volunteer coordinator and doing volunteer events for the town?
That's a great question. So I have the luxury of bringing new people to our town to explore all the different avenues of our community. And I think the power of belonging is really important for volunteers because that's why they give back. They want to know that their time and their efforts make a difference. And so I feel very lucky to be able to cultivate that for them. I have a couple of people that come and volunteer here at the garden. They don't have a garden at home, and they will be working, and then somebody will stop them and ask them about this plant or tell them how beautiful it is, and they feel so empowered that they're a part of this and that they belong to this amazing community and that they can give back.
Also, with the power of belonging, I feel like you have the chance to meet new people and make new friends. Do you kind of get that sense with the volunteer group as well?
Oh, 100%. I have a couple of volunteers recently who have come to us and maybe they've had a big life transition. For example, I'm thinking of this one volunteer who lost her husband and really doesn't know what to do. And so she volunteers and has made friends in the community. And so it really has helped her in this new chapter of her life.
That's awesome. Yeah, definitely what we want when we have the volunteer program with the town, is just getting people more involved in the community. And we're here at the beautiful Treasure Island Demonstration Garden. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so this garden is 19 years old and was started by master gardeners in Weld County. And they have built this beautiful community of 61 volunteers this year that work out to make this happen. And so I believe they've grown over 60,000 pounds of food that they have donated to the community. They have outings, and so for a lot of them, they're retired and they love all of the year-round activities, a place to belong. And they also love that we have some younger volunteers coming in and that they have built this family unit. And so it's an amazing place to be, to wander, to take a breath. And I feel so lucky that I get to spend some time here.
Yeah, it's so beautiful here. And I know I see a little CSU sign back there.
Yes.
So, glad to see that the Rams are supporting.
Always, everywhere. Yep, they grow for their community. So.
Yes. Other than the Treasure Island Demonstration Garden, what are other ways people can volunteer, and what other volunteer events do you have?
Yeah, so we have a whole variety of volunteers opportunities. So you can volunteer to work outside. So we have community volunteer work days. They take place on Saturdays, and they're in different areas of our community. They learn about why we maintain open spaces a certain way, and then they help us maintain it or add on to it. There's also opportunities inside. So if you are passionate about working with seniors, you can serve senior lunch. If you are what I call my rabbit hole crew that likes to go down the rabbit hole, they can work with the curators crew and learn about all the different artifacts that we have in our town. So there's a variety of ways that you can give back.
That's so cool. What is your favorite volunteer event, do you think?
Well, I'm a sucker for a garden, and a natural space. So I really, really love our volunteer events here at Treasure Island. We have a big one coming up, and it's so fun to get people outside and to be curious. I do really love serving senior lunch. I think it's so powerful to give back, really simply to feed our community. I think that's the best way to make connection. And so those are two of my favorites, but I really have a lot more.
That's so fun. You seem like you have a really cool job.
I do. I'm really fortunate. I get to work with some amazing people. I love when people reach out to us. Maybe they need some community appointed hours. They don't really want to do them, but then they come and they do them, and they feel so grateful that they were accepted for whatever took place.
That's so fun. And I know you kind of talked a little bit about how you kind of got started here with the town, but can you kind of just explain your path to get to the position that you're in right now?
Yeah, so I have been in the nonprofit world since 2001 in a variety of nonprofits, and so I've been working with volunteers for, over 20 years. And it has been the reason why I've been so successful in different positions, because of the amount of people that come and give of their talents. And so I was looking for a change, to do something a little bit different. And so when this position came across my desk, I was so excited to be able to take my years of experience working with volunteers to cultivate this amazing program that we already have.
That's awesome. Oh, so fun. Well, if there's any way you can let people know how they can get in contact with you or how they can start volunteering for the town, what is a good way to go about that?
Go to our website. So we have, if they Google Town of Windsor Volunteer Program, our website will come straight up. My contact information's on there. You can shoot me an email. You can fill out an application. If you have a group that is looking for a private event, they can reach out. There's a ton of opportunities. And if you don't know where to get started, just give me a call or shoot me an email.
Perfect. And do you have anything else you want to share? Any upcoming events?
There's just a lot to do and a lot of ways to give back. And the cool thing about being one of our volunteers is that we celebrate you all throughout the year. So we have a lot of engagement activities. Come and find a place with us. We would love to have you.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for being on the podcast and talking to us a little bit about the volunteer program. It's so cool that we do this in the town. And just thank you for being out in the sun with us.
Yeah, I love it. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you so much for listening to this rendition of What's the Word Windsor. You can find us wherever you find your podcast. And to learn more about parks and recreation, visit recreationliveshere.com. Thanks so much for watching.